What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this one, we have 5 ways British and American bedrooms are very different. Very intrigued to see why they would be so different. Before we find out, though, if you happen to enjoy, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. If you would like to support this channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is smash that join button to receive your exclusive benefits. Let's figure out what's going on in these bedrooms.
One of the most common bedroom differences I get asked about is, why do Americans sleep with that extra sheet between the quilt and you?
I don't know.
Hello, I'm Lawrence and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to bedrooms. In Britain and throughout the world, people need a designated room where they can go to sleep and do other stuff. Like reading, for example. Depending on the country that you're in, the bedroom, a word supposedly coined by Shakespeare, might take a different form. And as somebody who has lived extensively in both Britain and America, this is most certainly true of those two countries. And so without further ado, here are 5 ways that British and American bedrooms are very different.
Let's hear 'em.
Before we even get to the main centerpiece of the bedroom, which is the bed, there is one major thing that American bedrooms have that most British bedrooms do not, and it's something contained not within the 4 walls of the bedroom, but within the wall. I'm talking about built-in closets. Now, this is my walk-in closet. I say mine, I mean it is shared with my wife, of course. I say shared, I mean it's mostly hers.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a 2-bedroom apartment, and our main closet, we're about to have a child soon, so our main closet is used for our child. And then in our bedroom that I record videos in, I'll call it the office, we have 2 different closets on both sides, and she obviously gets the bigger one. I'll take the smaller one, and you figure out how to make it work, because women just tend to love clothes more, I'm going to say.
So you might be thinking, well, Lawrence, where do British people hang their clothes? And the answer is simple: in a wardrobe that admittedly takes up more space, unless it leads to Narnia. But while America may have the advantage in the closet department, Britain is still leading the way on these. Back in the days when I still dressed like a child, you bought me this t-shirt, so you can leave it out. Back in the days when I was still a child, I distinctly remember sleeping alongside a rubber accessory that was filled with hot water. It was a hot water bottle, and it was one of those things that I'd forgotten about until researching for this video. For anyone not in the know, a hot water bottle is exactly the accessory I just described, and its purpose is to keep you warm while you sleep. It can be a problem if you accidentally burst it, because then your parents think you have another problem and you have to go see a doctor. Now, with the advent of electric blankets, hot water bottles have seen a decline in popularity. This is particularly true in the United States, but I have it on good authority that people still occasionally use them in Britain. But part of me believes that most of them just use it to refill their tea without leaving the bed.
Yeah, I've never heard of hot water bottles. Does it keep all of you warm? Like, how does this work? Does it wherever you put it at, it keeps that certain part warm? And I need explanations in the comment section on this one. Hot water bottles, that's very interesting. I've never seen any American use that. May have, I've never seen it. Okay.
As always, when it comes to comparing British and American things, inevitably it always comes back to size. And you might not be too surprised to learn that American beds, on the whole, are longer, wider, or sometimes both, than British beds. So let's take a look at how that plays out, or lays out. That's a bed pun. Sorry, let's just take a look.
I love this guy.
The bed size in the United States is the twin bed. This measures in at roughly 39 by 75 inches. And its nearest equivalent in Britain is a single bed, which is just as long as an American twin, but 4 inches less wide. After that, America has a twin XL, which is coupled with Britain's small double. Try saying that after 4 whiskies. And then America has what is known as the full-size mattress. This is 54 inches.
Now, this is what I slept on most of my life. Full-size bed. Not most of my adult life after I moved out. After I graduated. No. After I moved out and went to college, full-size bed. This is the size of the bed that I was sleeping on. Growing up, I think I slept on a twin. Yeah, a twin bed. Growing up, I slept on a twin bed all throughout high school. Yeah. Nope. Slept on. Yeah, twin bed. I'm sorry. I feel like an idiot. Twin size bed most of my life. That's it.
By 75. This is almost identical to the double size mattress in Britain. From here on out, things become like a game of chess, as both countries sort of introduce a royal family of mattress sizes. In the US, some people sleep on the queen, not the queen, that would be breaking news, on a queen-sized mattress, which is about 60 inches by 80. This is virtually identical to Britain's king-size mattress, but neither country ousts their bedroom monarchy there. What's better than a queen? A super queen. In the US, this measures in 66 inches by 80. Funnily enough, the nearest equivalent in Britain is called, can you guess what it's called, can you? It's called a super king, and it's 72 inches by 80. And so Britain wins, except it doesn't, because America also has a king-size bed that measures 76 by 80. And at this point, Britain's mattresses abdicated the throne, while America's just kept going with the California king at 72 inches by 84, and that's just showing off. So perhaps this additional size...
That is just showing off at that point. Yeah, king is what my wife wants to get, but financially, a queen is where we're going to be at for a while. And I mean, it's good enough. It fits both of us well. So, I don't see any reason for us to get a king. That's for people who are making king-type money. So, we are going to stay. We ain't even making queen-type money, but we got a queen, and that's where we're going to stay at.
This is why Americans are more likely to use one of these. However massive the mattress, it's more common in the US than the UK for it to sit on top of what is known as a box spring. And while I definitely couldn't claim to be a bed connoisseur, I hadn't heard of the phrase box spring until I moved to America. And there's a couple of reasons for this. Firstly, we don't call it that. Apparently, we call it either a sprung bed base or a divan.
That makes sense.
I've never used those terms either, and that's because this particular contraption is much less common in Britain. And so what is this contraption?
Really?
Well, a box spring is a base that sits under your mattress that sort of incorporates a spring system like you might find in your mattress. And the idea is with that additional bounce, I won't keep doing that, the springs in the mattress have a greater shelf life. In Britain, our mattresses tend to sit on harder surfaces, meaning that the springs in your mattress wear down more quickly depending on how much you put them under duress. Mine were mostly fine. But so much for what goes under the mattress. Let's take a look at what goes on top.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, I probably use what most British people use now. I used to use box springs, but then you found, I guess, the contraption where it's like not a box spring, but it's like a solid base with like, it has like 8 different legs on the outside, and then not the wooden boards that go across, but it's like steel boards that go across. You screw into. I don't know if it's if that's what you use in the UK, or if you even know what I'm trying to describe. But no more box springs. It's a thing I can take apart, put together very easily and without worry. And but we got rid of the box springs.
One of the most common bedroom differences I get asked about is, why do Americans sleep with that extra sheet between the quilt and you? And this is what's known as a top sheet. And while I have read that top sheets have become less popular among younger Americans, they are nonetheless still in wide use. But what purpose do they serve? Well, aside from adding an additional layer of warmth for Americans that don't know the joys of a hot water bottle, a top sheet is often used for hygienic reasons. The theory being that your body, and therefore body odor and sweat and dirt, doesn't come into contact with the comforter / quilt. And I can get behind this idea because it means you can wash the comforter less often. Who needs bulky laundry? Now, because Americans are more likely to use this approach than British people, they're also more likely to not use a duvet cover, because what's the point? In Britain, this is largely how we get around the hygiene problem, if indeed we choose to. Now, if Reddit is anything to go by, then this is the source of a heated debate. So let me know in the comments below, top sheet or no top sheet. As for me and my American wife, we compromised on both a top sheet and a quilt cover for some reason. That's it for this episode. Let me know in the comments below how you keep your bedroom. Just keep it general. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that my videos don't get lost in the pond. A big shout out to all of my patrons who make these videos possible. If you would like to become a patron of Lost in the Pond, you can do so at patreon.com/lostinthepond. Until next time, goodbye.
Yeah, I won't lie, when I slept alone, and it might be because I'm a guy and I'm not the most hygienic guy on earth. I didn't, when I lived alone, I genuinely, the sheets that I bought, they were they're supposed to fit my size bed. I got the size, but they were just too small. Like, every time I, like, moved or rolled over, they would pop up from the corners of the bed, and it'd be extremely frustrating. So I said, freak it, and I stopped sleeping with sheets. And I just slept straight skin on mattress, no top sheet, straight comforter to me, or the comforter to mattress, the comforter me to the mattress. And then, yes, I moved in, me and my wife moved in together, and that wasn't going to fly no more. So now bed has to be made, sheet has to be on bed. We used the top sheet more often in the beginning, but now it's like a quilt under the comforter, because she keeps it freezing, and I get cold. Guys, we sleep in like 60 degree Fahrenheit. What do y'all sleep? In the comment section, tell me what temperature you guys sleep with, and because a lot of but some of you guys don't be using the AC like that. So I guess that's a difficult question. But I'm telling you, 60 degrees Fahrenheit is cold. So, yeah, I need the quilt and the comforter. That's all we have. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Also, make sure you check out that next one.